But when you have that organic base, it's almost like a testing ground to figure out what works and what doesn't before you start to put spend behind it.
So do you try to educate them to get better at organic so that you have a better base of what will work for them? Or how do you guide them through the process with your agency?
Totally. Yeah. So with e-commerce marketing, my partners and I always joke around. It's kind of the Super Bowl of advertising and marketing because there's so much competition. Ad costs are getting more expensive. And so what we do is we have a process internally to actually create that creative. So for example, for a lot of e-commerce brands, UGC creative, user generated content is the big style of content that a lot of brands want. Yeah. So, you get a supplement, you get a girl, who's maybe in her 40s struggling with menopause or something, and the supplement helps you basically, create these content pieces for them. And so what we do in the agency is we have a network of 200 plus creators that are signed on to our agency. We have a brand that's interested in content. We'll do all that for them in-house. But I mean, with everything, it's great. We can totally do that for them. But if they also have that base of content, if they've already solved that, if they've already figured out what messaging works, it's a lot easier to take that and then kind of just scale it up, put fuel on that fire.
Interesting. Taking Gary Vee's philosophy, I've not really applied his paid ads. And one of the reasons I actually found you through your video, and it's kind of funny, I should have told this at the beginning. You put a video out on why Dallas is an underrated city. That did really well for you, by the way.
That's So with Instagram specifically, I've just had an identity crisis on Instagram because it's kind of been on the back burner. Sometimes we repurpose videos and just throw stuff out there. And there's guys I follow that I'm not gonna be talking about the ins and outs of an ad account. It's not very top of funnel. It's very niche. It's very middle or bottom of funnel when you think about a marketing funnel. So I'm just gonna start yapping on the camera. And I have a good buddy of mine that I grew up with. That his name's Terrence. He moved from the Boston area down to Tampa Bay, and he just yaps why Tampa is the best city ever. And with that, everyone has a very strong opinion on whether Dallas is good, bad, Dallas sucks, all this good stuff. And so I was let's just start throwing some polarizing, hot takes out there.
Love it.
It'll get 100,000, 60,000 views or whatever. No, 99% of those people aren't going to be a qualified business owner that's looking to spend $50,000 a month on marketing. But, who knows? Maybe I meet someone cool like this and, we're on a podcast now. So yeah, it definitely trickles down. So with Instagram, I'm kind of viewing it just super top of funnel, just yapping, trying to show my personality, and then letting my ads, because I run a ton of ads for my agency to actually get clients. That will do the actual selling of bringing in people.
The reason I bring that up is one, that's how I found you. So cool. Two, most of my videos that have had virality in comparison to my normal baseline are things that I'm like for instance, my first viral video was my fourth or fifth video. So my first 4 videos, I'm in here and I'm okay, I want to do what was popular at the time is they a front desk girl at a doctor's office would be hey, Dr. So-and-so, rate these top 5 things. And you wouldn't know what was coming. So you'd have to be 5, right? And you didn't know what was coming next. So I had my front desk girl, I gave her 10 restaurants, and I record her asking me these questions and me going, top 10 Dallas restaurants. Well, at the very beginning, a little bit about me, I moved here from Ohio not too long ago. And in comparison to Ohio, the restaurant and food scene is way better. Well, I start out the video going, oh, this is going to be hard. The Dallas food scene is one of the best. And people are you idiot. Yeah. Have you ever been outside of Dallas? Have you been to Houston? Have you been to Chicago? Yes, I have. I'm just saying in my anyways.
Yes.
The reason I bring that up is most of my stuff that's done well is not stuff that I would put paid ads behind.
Right.
Because it's either that,
right,
or it's podcast clips where my guest is saying something that's going viral, and I'm I'm not going to push that. Right. So that theory has been okay, I can imagine if I have one video where I'm talking about what I do and it really resonates and I feel like the CTA is there, or I can add a good CTA that's relevant, but I haven't had any that have shown any virality that I'm I'm going to put paid ads behind.
That's a great point. Yeah, that's a great point. Obviously I'm thinking more, e-commerce world, but 100% the structure of an organic piece of content that'll go viral is a lot different than an ad, right? So with an ad, you might want to have a strong hook, and then you want to isolate a problem. Are you struggling with X, Y, and Z, or this product? Create a villain, and then present yourself as a solution, and then have a call to action, ideally with an offer. Versus, organic content. You're ranking restaurants. You're just trying to get people to, start yapping in the comments.
Exactly. So I'm obviously a smaller business. I've been at this 18 months. We have 3 employees. It's pretty small. At what point do you feel like someone can do ad spend in-house versus hiring an agency like yours, where you're talking to your clients are spending 50 G's a month?
Yeah. So, I mean, the average client that we work with, like on the e-commerce side, like they're spending, like e-com is like, it's all your cash is going to marketing. Like it's just like run up ads as much as possible. And when I was running local marketing in the Boston area, and we still have a few clients that are more local businesses. I think it's extremely powerful for any business owner to learn paid ads. Like I think it's very straightforward. Meta has made it a lot easier than it was even 5 years ago.